Hello, I'm Micks Mowers and Mower Man, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a quick look at this Allett Classic 17L. Other models are very similar, especially with the Lonson engine. If your pull cord is just snapped, or if it's jammed, or if it needs replacing, or you just want to replace it anyway, then this could be the video for you. This one here, where it's been sat for about 4 or 5 years in a shed, the pull cord has deteriorated in the material itself, and it's a bit frayed. And it's just a little bit short for me, especially. I'm 6'2", and when you pull the cord to start it, it stops sort of just where you don't want it to, and it starts to jar your shoulder. So I'm going to change the pull cord over. It's done really quick and simple, and this is something you can do at home with very minor tools. So let's do that. If it's your first time in watching Micks Mowers and Mower Man, hit the old subscribe button and whack the old bell. See notifications to all. That way you'll be told next time I upload another video. So without further ado, let's get down on dirty pip, and let's get this pull cord sorted on this Allett Classic 17L with a Lonson engine. Okay, so we're now ready to work on this little tiny Lonson machine. I have removed the HT spark plug, just the boot itself. That's been removed from the engine so that the engine will not start accidentally. With an 8mm socket is what you're going to need for this. I'm just going to put this onto the 3 nuts and just loosen them off, okay? Or the bolts rather. Loosen them off. One down the bottom to do. And off that comes. And here is your pull cord mechanism, okay? Now, as I say, it's just a little bit short, and it is quite a thick rope in there, to be fair. That's probably about 4mm. Me personally, I'll probably go for around about a 3.5. Doesn't sound a lot, but you can get a bit more rope on there. So let's just say that your pull cord has actually just snapped, okay? And we're going to replicate that now, or if you want to change it, because you just want to just change the condition, let's just say the pull cord is just snapped, okay? And all we're going to do is we're just going to replicate that by cutting the pull cord. And what generally happens is it sucks it all up inside, okay? And you can't get to it. Now, what people do is they just try and fish this out, okay? And just to tie the handle back on, but you can't do that because your rope's all going to be a bit shorter. So just try and fish the cord out, and then just coil anti-clockwise this spring all the way back to just before you'll feel it, okay? You'll feel it start to get really tight, and it just stop. And I'm getting there. That's where it is where I can feel it, okay? Once you got to that level, just back it off half a turn, and then all you want to do is just fish out your cord. Now what you can do is just get a little tiny Allen key and just slide that in one of these holes like so, and that will just lock your pull cord off so that your pull cord will not now move and jump out and bite you, because they do. With a screwdriver or set of forceps, I use forceps mainly. I just find them easy to work with. You just grab hold of your pull cord, okay, and just start to fish that out. Just work it around. Start to remove the pull cord from the machine. Nice and gently. Don't take the Allen bolt out yet, because you're going to need that to stay in place to keep that's keeping your spring tension on, okay. Once you get to the end of your cord, you can then just retrieve your pull cord out from this side. I'm going to cut that off, like so, and then pull that out. Now that's gone, put that down for now. I'm going to grab myself a new pull cord. Now I buy mine in sort of 100 meter rolls, and I'm going to go for 3.5 because the engine's not that big. So I'm going to go for 3.5, and I use Rockwood, but a nice good high quality nylon style pull cord is what you want. And all I want to do is just want to burn the end of it with a lighter or blowtorch, whatever you have to hand. I don't smoke anymore. I'm pretty much a year to the day of not smoking, so I've got a blowtorch. I'm going to burn the end of that off, and then just very quickly with your fingers, just put that into a point, okay? So now I'm going to grab my pull cord now. Now the only bit you've got to look out for is you need to find the hole here, okay, which is where the cord goes in, and the hole that lines up here. So now grab the pull cord plastic and don't let go of it, okay? And then just going to tension that up just until those 2 holes line up. Once they line up, keep hold of it. If you can't hold it, then just find a good place where this pull cord will actually meet and put the screwdriver back in again, okay? Grab your pull cord now. It's going to go through the hole, just like so. Push it all the way through, and with your pair of pliers or whatever you've got to hand, just fish that out. I've got a pair of long nose pliers here, that's perfect. I'm going to fish that out. That's all the way, so it comes all the way out. And all I'm then do, I'm going to tie a knot in the end of that rope. Go right to the end and just leave about 4mm. Something like that. That'll do. Now what I do with mine is I just get my blowtorch and I just slightly burn the end of that, just so it just melts that all together. It doesn't damage it, it sort of glues it all together, if you like. Okay. Now I can pull my pull cord back. Now this is the easy bit. Grab hold of the pull cord. Remember, this is always under tension, so grab hold of it and don't let go. Grab your pull cord rope and just slowly keep hold of your pull cord rope. Now just slowly release the pull cord. Now if you wind that all the way up so that it's tight and it won't wind anymore, what happens is that is now the correct length of pull cord you need for pulling. So now I can now cut that, because all the tension is now gone. I can now cut that off, and again I'm going to burn the end, just like so. I'm then going to grab my pull cord handle. Now that's going to be stuck in there, so I'm going to get a pair of long nose pliers. I'll go in there with that, into there, grab hold of it if I can. It's just a bit tricky. There it goes, grab that out. And there's quite a small hole in there, okay, which goes all the way through. And that's around about 3 to 5mm. I want to now grab my pull cord, keep hold of the string. I'm going to push that through the hole, all the way through, out the other end. I'm going to just take about 4 inches up, and I'm going to tie a double knot right on top of each other. Like so. That knot goes into there. I'm going to cut that off. Nice and flush. Once it's been cut off flush, you can then poke it all the way in, all the way down, so it's out the way. And as you can see, it's correctly done because my pull cord sits back up on itself. Now if you find that it's limp, okay, and doesn't come back on itself, then all you've got to do is pull a bit more cord out, push that rope back up through again, cut it, take about 2 inches off, and then tie another knot. Let me just demonstrate that. So let's just say it's a little bit limp. We can just cut 2 inches off. We can then tie another double knot. Just like so. And again, I'm just going to burn the end of that just to tidy it all up. Lovely. Push that into place, push it all the way down, it doesn't pinch your fingers, and there you go. Super job, it's just what you want. So it sits up all on its own, okay? Now that's the correct amount of pull cord on that mechanism. We're happy with that. We can now put the pull cord to one side, and now we can now replace our pull cord mechanism to where it needs to be. Where's the holes line up? The holes should line up about there. So the pull cord sits upright. We want to grab our 3 little tiny 8mm bolts. Just get one started in your socket. Just get it sat on in there like so. Grab your pull cord mechanism. Just line the hole up. It's going to be around about there. Just offer that into its place and just gently just start it off, just so it's got it. Okay, and then we can look to marry up the other holes. There's one, and then one down the bottom. We're going to start that one off. Don't cross thread them. There's 1, 2, 3. And that's your pull cord now fixed to the machine. How easy was that? Quick and simple. Right, so there you go. That's how you change your pull cord on your... Hi doggy. Hi puppy. That's how you change your pull cord on your Allett Classic machine with the Lonson engine. Really, really simple to do. The hardest part of changing it is, one, if a pull cord is snapped, that's number one, and to try and retrieve all the spring and retension. But the hardest part is actually keeping the tension on. Just remember to poke the screwdriver through the pull cord assembly once you've wound it to lock it off. And at no point do you ever lose more than 1 point of contact on that pull cord assembly, because it's under tension, it will spring and bite you. So just make sure that once you've wound it up, stick the screwdriver in, put the new pull cord in, get that all sorted out, and then just slowly uncoil it again. And the last thing you don't want to do is Because when you go to put the handle on, is let go of a pull cord because it'll suck it back up again, and you've got to do steps 2, 3, and 4, and 5 all over again. So there you go. That's how you change your pull cord on your Allett machine with a Lonson engine. I hope you found it helpful. If you did find it helpful, then leave me a big thumbs up and a comment. Subscribe to the old channel. And there's more videos on these Allett machines and other cylinder mowers on my channel, so feel free to go and check them out. And I look forward to the next episode of Micks Mowers very, very soon. Take it easy.